Don't you just hate it when people take things you say out of context, or maybe just even twist it around? Like I told you last week, Jesus, he is, if there was a poster child for people taking things out of context and just twisting your words, it would be Jesus. And so, like we talked about last week, you know, there were some things I want to clear up, things that Jesus never said. Never said. Jesus never said, like we talked about last week, that life was just going to be absolutely warm and fuzzy and easy. But the second thing Jesus never said, and this is important to me, I mean, there are literally thousands, possibly millions of people, at least tens of thousands, even in the state of Texas, I think, that think Jesus said, "Follow me," after you learn to behave. In other words, you remember the old sign, no shirt, no shoes, no service? Jesus, that's not the way he rolls, man. That's not the way he rolls at all. I can tell you right now that when Jesus called people 2,000 years ago, he still calls you the same way. He says, "Come follow me, come follow me." A lot of those guys that followed Jesus still had so many problems. It wasn't a microwavable style fix. When people come to Jesus that are messy, that have so much going on in their life, they don't oftentimes change just like that. There's a great story in the Bible. As a matter of fact, there's a guy called Zacchaeus. He had some trouble. Matter of fact, he liked to steal, if you want to know the truth. He was terrible with people. He had betrayed his own folks. But he was intrigued with Jesus because he had heard so much good about Jesus. So when Jesus came to his town that day, now by the way, Zacchaeus must have been pretty short because he had to climb up in a tree to see Jesus. But he saw Jesus, and of all people, Jesus is parading around, and he stops right in the middle of that walk and says, "Zacchaeus, I want you to come down. Zacchaeus, I want you to come down." And Zacchaeus wasn't a changed man when he came down. But listen, the story goes on to say that, "I want to go to your house, Zacchaeus." And the longer he was with Jesus, the more he was willing to follow Jesus. And shortly after that, we find that Jesus began to change his life. Following Jesus is just like taking medicine. You got to get it in you before it can ever change you. And the bottom line today is, if you are that person that's waiting for, you want to get smarter about Bible, you want to stop some of your old hurts, hang-ups, and habits, those addictions that you deal with, don't wait. We are incapable of fixing ourselves. Let Jesus fix you today. So the bottom line is this: Jesus never said, "Follow me," after you get your life straight. The bottom line is, Jesus is the only way we'll ever get our life straight.